It's the podcast of members, by members, for members. UPMA Today starts now.
Welcome to UPMA Today. I'm your host, Drew Martin. United Postmasters and Managers of America is, of course, headquartered in Alexandria, Virginia, outside Washington, D.C. Most members of UPMA have never been there in person, but what happens inside the national office has direct and significant impact on our jobs, our careers, and our lives. Since the beginning of the year, President Tony Leonardi's all-new administration has settled in and is hard at work serving UPMA members nationwide. UPMA Today stopped in recently to see how things are going.
I think it's very good atmosphere. We all get along very well.
Yeah. I love my job. I enjoy the work. I love working for the membership.
Everything's going good. The office staff couldn't ask for a better team. Everybody, it's plenty of times we look up, the days go so fast. I'll tell you, that's one thing here. The days go extremely fast. I look it up and like, wow, it's 3 o'clock already. Next thing you know, it's 6 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock.
What's a typical day like in the office?
Well, I thought I worked a lot of hours when I was a postmaster, but those were mandatory hours. Here, I get here between 7 and 7:30, and I don't have a clock in my office because time stands still. There's no time in my office, but on any given day, I'll get a dozen calls about discipline, either that a supervisor needs to take on one of their employees or on a postmaster that a POOM has issued discipline to, and so I spend a lot of time giving them some advice and hooking them up with the resources that they'll need to address that. Then I manage the fiduciary side.
Typical day here at the office is to come in, and the first thing I do usually is check the emails. I usually have a daily checklist of things that I need to go through. Bill paying, of course, is a priority, and working on anything financial. So that's usually what I do in the morning after I get through the emails, and then anything else that hits, I work on. I also take care of the training. We all work together as a team. Of course, Earl heads up the membership part of it. Jim does the legal defense part of it, and I kind of do whatever else and whatever Tony needs me to do. Every duty and responsibility that we do every day, it's getting easier and easier, much easier flow. We were fortunate to have Dan Hines be the one here to train us, and that was a big job for him.
It's amazing how much Dan Hines did, because it took a while. It took a while for him to be able to pass on everything that he did here, and I don't know how he kept it all in the air all by himself.
First couple of months, we were doing a lot of training, right? We had Dan Hines stayed in there to help us all out, to learn our different jobs. So that was like a little bit, a little busy work doing that. Yeah. But right now, things are moving forward. It's starting to pay off now, right? Starting to see the things become a little more systematic. Had all these ideas, figuring out, talking to all these different people, learning all these new programs and things and how to best use them.
It's a matter of getting everything in a structured order, make sure we're doing it timely each month and doing that, but the team's doing great and we're making a lot of progress. It's just a matter of getting processes in place more than anything else.
Mary Beth and I are intertwined in everything we do, because I approve the vouchers, she pays the vouchers, I counter approve the checks, she maintains the checks, so we're very involved. And Earl is a whiz with the Excel sheets and getting members listed and non-member lists.
A lot of things we're trying to get to, So, but yeah, love it.
How's Tony to work for?
Very passionate guy, man. Tony's got all these ideas, you heard the expression manager, right? Yeah. That's what you got to do.
Tony is he's a phenomenal person, and I don't know how he keeps everything in his head the way he does. But he might not remember right now that he told you something an hour ago, but a week from now he's going to remember he told you something an hour ago, and he's going to want to know, is it done? And I'm actually impressed by him every single day, because he's a phenomenal leader. He treats us well.
A million things need to be done yesterday, and I am not a patient guy. All right. It would not be unusual for me to say, hey, get this when you have a chance, and then come back half hour later and say, hey, is it done yet? Because that's just the way I am. I want everything done yesterday. But I also realize everything takes time, and we have to work together to figure it out. I've been saying for decades that the districts and the areas should be supporting the field. Well, that's my philosophy here. This group is supposed to be supporting our field, our membership group. And that's important because what we do is we're triage. Somebody gets in trouble, they go to Jim Dunlap. Somebody's struggling, being able to recruit, get people engaged in their chapter, they go to Earl. If it's anything else, administrative, or they need information or supplies, they go to Mary Beth.
I'm here to help you with whatever you need, folks. If I don't have the answer to it, I've got 3 expert guys here, and we'll make sure that we do everything we can to make sure to get the membership what they need.
What message do you have for our members?
Don't be afraid. Know that there's lots of people who will help you. But get involved with your state chapter, and the more you get involved with them, the more you're going to just enjoy providing service to others. But if we can get more people interested in running, then we can really make the board thrive and make the whole organization thrive.
I came in here with real defined goals. I want to make sure that we're accountable for making sure that we're giving the membership the value for what we put in place. And I want to make sure the organization continues to grow. The most important thing we can do is service the people we recruit. And that's the purpose of this office staff, all right? It's about us making the job easier for the guy out in the field, guy or lady out in the field, that is working their butt off, trying to also help us. We got to make it easy on them. Some people call that, spoon feeding. I call it assisting. I think that you don't have time to do it all yourself. It's our job to help you do it.
Well, that's it for this episode. Coming soon on the podcast. UPMA recognizes heroes of its own in the long-fought battle to get the Social Security Fairness Act passed into law. And postal career conferences offer prime opportunities for UPMA to enhance the careers and lives of up-and-coming managers, and to give a huge boost to our membership roles in the process. That's coming soon on UPMA Today. Please consider hitting the subscribe and notification buttons so you don't miss these and other future episodes. Thanks for joining us. On behalf of the communications team, I'm Drew Martin. See you soon.
UPMA Today is produced by the members of the United Postmasters and Managers of America. Check out episodes on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. For more information or to join UPMA, go to www.unitedpma.org.